Hello, lovely one. I hope you're well. And it's Christmas Eve, so pretty much most of us are having a couple of days off. And it's one of those rare occasions where we can unapologetically disconnect from work and spend time in the way that we want to, whether it's alone, whether it's with our animals, whether it's with friends, family. Restrictions permitting, of course. And so I want to just say, I hope however you're spending the next couple of days that you have a really lovely time, and at the very least feel stronger and nourished on a soul level at the end of it. But it's usually around about this time that people start to contemplate next year. And if you find yourself thinking, now how do I want next year to be, now that I've actually got some headspace to think about it, because I get it, the run up to Christmas is all about getting things off your desk, getting things done, getting presents bought, getting them wrapped, making arrangements, remaking them, and then we stop for a couple of days, and it gives our mind the chance to think of, well, what do I want 2021 to be like? So if you find yourself wondering about 2021 and thinking a blank piece of paper is a little bit daunting or just unhelpful, then you might find this process helpful. It's not rocket science. I didn't invent it. In fact, I can't even remember where I got it from actually, but it's a process called stop, start, continue. And it just helps navigate the mind into more helpful, resourceful thinking than sometimes a blank piece of paper can offer. So you start off by asking, in 2021 or the following year, what are some of the things I want to stop doing? So what do I want to stop thinking? What do I want to stop saying? It could be internal dialogue, it could be external dialogue. What do I want to stop experiencing? What do I want to stop participating in? What do I want to stop doing? Then the next one is start. What do I want to start thinking, being, saying, participating in, doing, experiencing? And sometimes what we find we do, and I don't know whether you've done, I've certainly done this that I'm about to say, is when you move house and you move the boxes out of one loft and then you move to another house and you put them in the next loft. Sometimes we do that with our goals. We just move them from year to year. And if you found you've been doing this and you find yourself doing it this year, then there might be a block there that we can unpick and unlock, and maybe a way of connecting with the goal that is more meaningful for you than it has been. So the start is, yes, by all means, bring those goals with you, but what do you want to start thinking, speaking internally and externally, being, doing, experiencing, participating in? And I just want to say with this is, your mind might go to, but I need to wait to see what happens in the country or what the restrictions are or how life pans out. Yes, there are some things that are outside our control, but there are more things that are within our control than outside them that we truly want. So please feel free to really go to town on this part. What do I want to start? And not everything has to start on the 1st of January either. If that's a block that comes up, but I can't start all this on one day, so I'm only going to include half of these for this year. You can phase them in. Then, what are you going to continue? Because there's no doubt that this year, and indeed previous years, have given us plenty to think about and plenty of wisdom that we want to continue with experiencing into the following year. So what are some of the thoughts you've been having, ways of seeing things? What are some of the ways of being that you've been? What are the things that you've been experiencing and participating in that you want to harness for the following year? So make sure you bring that good stuff with you, and it isn't just a case of stopping and starting stuff. So I always find that this exercise just helps unlock the mind into much more fluid thinking and helpful thinking. And if you find during the process that your mind is coming up with some really big stuff, still put it down on the page. And I've got some courses coming up in January that will be helpful for you. They're very affordable, but will be helpful for you in placing them in your world so they become an experience. Or we can do some sessions. But for now, you know, if your mind starts to contemplate next year, then you've got a little vehicle that can support you. But I really wanted to say, however you spend the next few days, I'm sending you my love and I hope you have a lovely time.